How can you counter a fianchetto? Imagine you are sitting across the chessboard from your opponent, and they have just fianchettoed their bishop. This setup can be both intriguing and challenging. A fianchetto involves placing a bishop on the second rank behind a pawn, typically on the G or B file. This positioning allows the bishop to control long diagonals, creating a strong defensive and offensive structure. To counter this strategy effectively, it is essential to understand the strengths and weaknesses of the fianchetto. One common approach is to challenge the center of the board. By advancing your central pawns, you can gain space and control, which can limit the effectiveness of the fianchettoed bishop. Another tactic involves developing your pieces actively. Placing your knights and bishops on squares that target the fianchettoed bishop can create pressure and force your opponent to respond. For instance, if the bishop is on G7, consider placing your pieces on F3 and E to control key squares and challenge your opponent's setup. You can also consider launching an attack on the flank where the fianchettoed bishop resides. If your opponent has fianchettoed their king's bishop, advancing pawns on the king side can create threats that may distract them from their central plans. Lastly, be aware of the potential weaknesses that arise from a fianchetto. The pawns in front of the fianchettoed bishop can become targets if they are not adequately defended. Look for opportunities to exploit these weaknesses, especially if your opponent has overextended their pawn structure. By employing these strategies, you can effectively counter a fianchetto and turn the game in your favor. Remember, chess is about adaptability and seizing opportunities as they arise.